Hello again, everyone. It is Thursday, so that means we're working on contact strength. This should be a super fun workout. This is going to be super functional and relevant to all you guys who are climbing strictly, or who are training strictly for rock climbing. So we're going to start with an offset campus pull-up. So we're going to do that as its own individual exercise. You'll complete the 3 sets of that before we move on to any other exercise. Then we have a superset after that as a kind of a cool down for the campus board, because campus board is going to wear you out pretty bad. So in a good way. So start with the rice bucket with some extension and rotation, and then we'll finish off with an internally rotated dead hang. So that'll be still activating the grip strength muscles in an isometric way that'll help us be able to hold on longer on the climb wall, but we'll be in position in a way that'll also help give us a little bit of like maintenance mobility out of it as well. So yeah, we'll do the campus board as an individual exercise on its own, and then we'll have a superset. We'll basically circuit these 2 exercises. The only difference between circuit and superset is superset's 2 exercises, circuit's anything 3 or more. So, you know, don't overthink it. As far as equipment that you're gonna need, you will need a rig or some sort of, or a pull-up bar. Really, you don't need the Rogue rig necessarily, you just need a pull-up bar, which here we have at the facility if you need it. A rice bucket, which we also have here at the Rock Gym. And you will need, obviously, a campus board. If you do not have access to a campus board, obviously we have one behind me here at the gym, or they're not too difficult to make as long as you're not too picky about it. But you could also pick any, if you have like a pull-up bar and you have like 2 pieces of it, anything you could do basically to do like a pull-up where your hands are not level is going to be like the main idea there if you're doing it at home. That said, it's obviously going to be easiest to just come up here to the Rock Gym and use our facilities because we have all the equipment here ready for you. So let's get started with the demonstrations. Just need a little bit amount of chalk, nothing too crazy. So what I'm going to do is pick 2 rungs, one that's, you know, maybe just above shoulder height, maybe lower depending on how strong you are, and then one that is just about at my full extension. I think I'm going to go to 4 here. And all you're going to do is you're going to do a pull-up with your hands in this position. So that's 6 reps as far as rep scene goes. We're going to do 12 total. So you'll do 6 reps with your hands in that position. And then you would just switch them using the same rungs, just opposite hands, and you would do 6 reps there again. As far as any injury prevention or safety goes, as always, I never recommend doing full crimps. I would recommend having your hand as open as possible. Also, the cool thing about our campus board is that we have the kickboard here. So there's a couple campus rungs beneath each lane, so that if you wanted to, or needed to, you can have your feet on something and use them, minimally, but still enough to get the load off of your hands, enough that you can do a full range of motion pull without risking causing injury to the pulleys or the tendons or anything like that in your fingertips. So that's the offset campus board pull-up, and we'll move on to the next exercise. All right, guys, so now we're going to work with the rice bucket. So what we're going to do is we're going to work on extension of the finger and wrist, as well as some wrist rotation, just to maintain that range of motion while we're also activating those antagonist muscle groups. So we're going to do 15 reps on each hand, pretty simple. So what you're going to do is you're going to start with your fingertips together like this. You'll bury your hand in the rice, and then as you're rotating your hand clockwise or counterclockwise, you can start whichever direction you want. You're going to open your hand up, and as you come back around, you're going to close it again at the bottom. So we're at full flexion here and full extension on the other side. So that should look something like this, and you'll have this kind of wave going around the rice bucket. The deeper you put your hand, obviously, the more difficult it's going to become. It should take you about like a 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi to get through the full circle. So as far as what we're calling a rep, we go there, and we go back, that's 1 rep. You'll do 15 reps of this on each hand. We're supersetting this with another exercise, so as soon as you get done with the rice bucket, you'll move on to the next exercise. Okay guys, so now that we have completed the rice bucket extension and rotation, we're supersetting that with the dead hang here. So as soon as you get on with the rice bucket, we're gonna move on to the dead hang. So I'm over here at the rig, so I have our pull-up bar ready to go. Got a little bit of chalk so my hands don't get sweaty and slip off. So I'm just gonna chalk up real quick. As always, less is more. You don't need too much. So I have a plyo box here for me to step up on so I don't have to hop to the bar. If you're tall enough, you don't need that, and that's fine. So all you're gonna do is you're gonna grab the bar like you're doing a chin up with your palms facing towards you. I like to have my wrists slightly inside my shoulder width or at my shoulder width. Much more than that, it gets pretty uncomfortable. The closer your hands are together, I think the more comfortable it becomes. So, like always, whatever's the appropriate level of resistance for you is good. So I'm gonna slowly lower myself off the box here. You can't see, but now my feet are off. And I'm just gonna hang here for about 30 seconds. The main idea here is remember you wanna keep your shoulders back, shoulder blades engaged, so you're not hanging on your bones. Keep all that nice and tight. Obviously you would have a timer going, so when 30 seconds is up, you would drop down and you would go back immediately into the rice bucket, 15 reps on each hand again, and then back here, you do that, the superset, for a total of 3 rounds on the superset. If you cannot dead hang for in total of 30 seconds, what I would recommend is getting a plyo box, sliding it, show you guys, getting a plyo box like this right here, sliding it underneath the pull-up bar, and keeping 1 foot or 2 feet on it with just your toes on the edge. So that, sorry, this bar's in the way. So that you can have just enough assistance to keep you up for 30 seconds. But you don't want to put your weight on your feet because then you wouldn't actually be loading your fingers. You wouldn't be strengthening the grip muscles. Okay guys, so that's it for Contact Strength Thursday. Pretty fun little 3 movement workout. So I'm gonna go over the rep scheme again real quick and then we'll get out of here. So we're gonna start with the offset campus board pull-up. Remember, you're gonna do 6 reps on each, you're doing a rep on each hand, but you're gonna do 6 reps in each position, on the opposite offset, and you'll rest for a minute, and then you'll repeat that 2 more times. So you'll do this for 12 total reps at 3 total sets with a minute rest between each set. Once you've done that, rest for, maybe 2 minutes if you feel like you need it. Then you're gonna grab the rice bucket and pull it over here close to the pull-up bar. So you're gonna do 15 reps on each hand with the finger and wrist extension and rotation, 15 reps on each hand, and then you'll move on to 30-second dead hang on the pull-up bar. Remember, with your wrists internally rotated facing towards you. This is to stretch out some muscles that tend to get a little bit tighter when we're climbing while still activating and strengthening our grip strength a little bit as well. So we're gonna try to hit 2 birds with 1 stone with that exercise. So I hope you guys enjoy the workout. I hope you get some value out of it. I hope you feel like these are helping you get stronger. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, recommendations, exercises you would like to see in the videos, any of that sort of stuff, feel free to leave a comment or message me. I would love to get back to you, and I'd love to receive your feedback, and we can talk about how we can produce better content for our community here. So tomorrow is going to be 4 Work Friday, so that, as usual, is going to be a workout that requires no equipment at all. It's all exercises that just requires a floor. You can do it at home, or if you're traveling or on the go, any of that. So I hope you guys tune in for that video, and I'll see you guys then.